This is a demonstration on feeling emotional pain, or healing for emotional pain. What was the situation? Is that her mother is terminally ill. So some of us have just recently lost a mother. I know that one of our webinar people lost her mother last week. So Doreen, this is for you too. I'm beginning with my alignment, my own alignment. Clearing my energy. And now I begin the merge. Don't be afraid of feeling their pain, friends. Don't be afraid of it. It's a beautiful gift to feel their pain because we're clear that it's their pain and not ours, you see? And so we become aware of the fact that pain is just pain. And pain without all the added story that we put on it doesn't have that suffering quality that it does when it's our pain and we have all these stories and attachments to it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful gift to feel their pain and notice how it comes and goes. So obviously as I merge in, I start to feel really sad. Now we'll start by bringing our hearts into alignment with universal flow, starting to draw light and love from universal presence straight into the front of the heart, filling the fullness of the heart chakra, so full of love. It bulges, expands, and exhales out the back in a river of love. Now there's a river of love flowing through us and around us from front to back, front to back, front to back, flowing through us and through our lives, letting the river flow through us and through our lives, through us and through our lives, front to back, front to back, front to back, cool, front to back, wow. Reaching out the back now, connecting to that element of divine presence we're most personally comfortable with, be it Christ consciousness or Buddha nature or something else entirely, it doesn't matter. We draw it into the back of the heart, once again filling it so full of love. It bulges, expands, and exhales out the front, and now the river of love is flowing in the back and out the front. In the back and out the front, in the back and out the front, flowing through us and around us, through us and through our lives, swishing the rivers back to front and front to back, creating turbulence, clearing, cleansing the heart, inviting both rivers to flow full force, simultaneously doubling the amount of love present. Now, drawing the focus to the feet, and through the feet, connecting into divine planetary energy, drawing up Father Earth and Mother Earth through us and around us, in an upward rising river of love, flowing through us and through our lives, letting the river flow earth to sky, through us and through our lives, through us and through our lives. Coming through once more, earth to sky, letting divine Father energy and Mother energy, divine Mother energy flow through us and around us, through us and through our lives. Divine Mother energy through us and around us, through us and through our lives, letting our focus go up to the crown and through the crown with the flow of love, connecting into source energy, the rainbow of healing frequencies, drawing in all the healing frequencies we currently have access to, have ever had access to, will ever have access to in any lifetime, drawing these through us and around us in a downward flowing river of love, letting that river flow sky to earth, sky to earth, sky to earth, sky to earth, swishing the rivers top to bottom and bottom to top, top to bottom and bottom to top, creating turbulence, clearing, cleansing, spinning the energy body like a top on its vertical axis, inviting both rivers to flow full force simultaneously, sky to earth and earth to sky, doubling the amount of love present. Now we draw the focus to the intersection area of heart chakra and vertical channels, letting it build a critical mass of love, instantly expanding into a bubble of light and strong, light, bright, resilient, crackling with electricity. It's very clear. Only beings that we invite in can join us. This is private, sacred, healing space. Asking for our guides, angels, healing beings to join us. Asking for permission to do this work with Alyssa today. Thank you. Guidance, support, protection in the process. Thank you. Okay, Alyssa, I'm asking your higher self, your soul self, for permission to work in your energy body. And with your guides, feel free to place any limitations you want on that and know that they'll be honored. Thank you. I feel the access opening. It's kind of like feeling a door opening. That's where I have permission to work. And so I step into that space, deepening the merge once more, asking for her guides and angels to open the channels wide. We're starting with a little bit of structural work that is in your back and lower part of your field. In the back, lower part of your field, I feel it in the lower back, in the sacrum, but it's clear that that is a focal point for an energy phenomenon that extends way out into the back of your energy field. And so I'm just following instructions and straightening it up and opening the flow, straightening it up. It's like energy was coming in at an angle that should be straight. So we're just straightening it up. If it's important for us to understand what that was about, they'll explain it. It has to do with feelings of support. That's not quite right. When my energy field gets fogged or the energy of the session gets fogged, it can be helpful to enlist outside support. Energy healing sprays or space clearing sprays can be helpful. Is it okay if I spray us? I'm so sorry. I should ask. I just completely forgot. They're made of essential oils, flower essences. As things release off an energy body, it's like steam rising, and then it's as if the room is full of steam. It's hard to see. You see, it's hard to perceive, and so clearing the steam away can be helpful. Now we come to that which we are supposed to work with. Oh, it has to do with the connections between you and your mom, and to draw those up to a higher level, to draw them up to a higher level. So it's as if they are energy connections that are good. It's not like a cord where energy is draining someone. It's a good, healthy connection. And now we're going to draw it up so that the connection continues, you see? Because now it's going to happen at another level soon. So we're drawing these connections up to the higher dimensions so that instead of being connected so much of the physical dimension heart to heart, it's like heart with higher dimensions to her heart, so that when she transitions, it's a natural, easy shift for you, and you can continue your relationship with her without a hitch, okay? So we're drawing the connections between the hearts up. It's like taking bungee cords and just drawing them up. So they loop up over this hook thing. I don't know what the hook thing is, but I'm supposed to loop them over the hook thing. I can do that. All right, that feels better. Now there's something else too, and it has to do with like continuity. All right, so we see that your mother is in fact like a continuation of a lineage. So your grandmother, your great-grandmother, and so on. You see the ancestral chain, which is going to continue. So we see how the motherly support comes to you not only from your mother, but from your ancestral chain. And so we're aligning the full ancestral chain, like the full lineage of motherhood. Something else is over there too, but we'll get to that in a minute. Aligning the full, it's okay, honey, full energy of motherhood so that you're supported by all of it, you see? And now there's some earth energy coming, where's that spray? Okay, so this is ancient motherhood energy, ancient mother energy. If it's important for us to understand more about it, they'll explain it. And if not, we just draw up this ancient energy of mother support. It's not Mother Earth. I was thinking it was Mother Earth, but that isn't what it is. It's something else, some ancient mother energy through us and around us. And so now what we have is your personal lineage of, God will call it, personal lineage of ancestral energy. I have no idea. Through us and around us. So when these signals happen, it means pay attention to what's going on right now. Pay attention to what's going on right now. Through us and around us in a downward rising river of love, mother energy from above meeting mother energy from below. I feel it moving primarily through one side of the body as if there was one side deficient in this, but
I've been told that.
And she's been told that before. Okay, so that's okay. So we're just drawing this through the one side of the body that didn't have enough of it, mother energy, from both ends, you see, from both ends, until they interweave, interconnect like vines growing together, making a solid trunk. Okay. Now we start to work with the pain of the heart. That seems like that support process is complete, and now we start to clear the heart. Again, I'm not making any of these decisions. I want to make that clear. All I'm doing is following instructions. I don't need to know what to do. Who am I? Who am I to make these determinations? I'm nothing, you see? It's divine will. It's divine will. Her guides know what she needs. We open to her guides and ask, what does she need? So now we're working with the actual heart, which is the energy of the heart, not the physical heart, but the chakra is kind of like in spasm. So we're just drawing love into it to soothe it, drawing love into it to soothe it. And of course, when a loved one passes, it can call up all of the issues of death and dying and our own mortality and all of the things that go along with the fact that we are impermanent in our physical bodies, although we are eternal in our energy source. So clearing that as well. What's happening for you, Lisa? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling calmer. I feel, I don't know if this makes sense, I feel kind of even in my body.
It makes sense. Even, balanced, calmer. There's one more thing here. I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, I saw this before and I didn't know what it meant, so I skipped over it, but here it is again, so I know I have to address it, and it looks like a scale, like the scales of justice, but it's not. Ooh, maybe it is the scales of justice. How old is your mom?
72.
Are these scales mean anything to you?
The first thing that comes to me is that in other energy work I've done, I've been told that I tend to feel like things are just not fair.
Fair, not fair. Scales of justice. Yeah, it's fair. Scales of justice. Something just doesn't feel fair. It just doesn't feel fair. There's a lot of past-life reasons for that. So first, don't make up a story about how it's irrational to feel this way. It's totally, totally rational to feel this way when you take into account all the past life stuff that's happened. Okay? So first, just know there's a reason for this and that it can be released. So we're not going to solve this problem today, but we're going to push on it exhaust can come out. Okay? Where am I on time?
12 minutes.
Left? Go ahead, left. That opens the door. Do you mind if I just go and... Okay. Oh. So it looks like Dickensian kind of England. Oh. Not a good place to be an orphan. So when your mom died in that life, bad things started to happen pretty fast. There we go. That's moving up and out. There we go. That's moving up and out. That feels much better. Letting that go. And now we do actually have soul energy that's here. So here's the underlying phenomenon about soul fragments. When this is not a universe of force. When trauma happens, sometimes there's a part of our energy body that does not want to be involved for what's going on. Just don't want to be here. It's not a universe of force. If part of our soul wants to go, it's free to go. And so we do, in moments of trauma, lose aspects of ourselves. Now this isn't a catastrophe. It's not like, oh, we're a fractured being. Everybody you have ever met and will ever meet has soul energy missing. It's just a question of degree. You don't need all of your recommended daily allowance of vitamins to do fine. You don't need all of your soul energy to do fine. But the more we have, the easier life is. So you have soul energy that has left, obviously in that Dickensian England life, but probably in other lives as well. It's now ready to come back. It's ready to come back because the traumas have been released that caused it to leave in the first place. So now, is this okay with you? You want your soul energy back. So while bringing soul energy back as is better than nothing, we want to clean it off first. Just bringing it back as is a gift with a price tag. You see, then she would have to process whatever trauma the soul energy has. So we create a separate bubble in our hands about 2 feet by a foot wide, let's say, and call in the soul energy of Alyssa, all the soul energy of Alyssa that's ready to heal right now and willing to heal, come into the bubble in my hands right now, and you can feel like weight is happening in the hands, weight is happening in this bubble. And now I'm just going to help that energy heal. I start by stirring the energy in the bubble. This is a level 2 technique, it's not a level 1 technique, so we'll stir the energy in the bubble. Oh. And ask for all the energy to converge on the pinpoint of light at the center of the bubble, drawing that energy up and out that's ready to release, like letting go the exhale of the trauma. And now the clean soul energy is remaining. I'm going to ask for help to bring this to its right perfection, exact, clear, light, bright energy. And now are you ready? So the first thing I do is just refresh the bubble, but I already did that just now. I just didn't say it, so pulsing the vortex to refresh the bubble, just to make sure we have clear, sacred space. Double checking, and now we'll just create a thinning of the aura so there's no pushing and shoving. Create a golden mesh of light. Again, fail safe in case I miss something. I don't want to pour trauma into her, so golden mesh just in case. Double checking. My inner CPA is happy with double checking. Drawing this now bubble of your own energy and starting to pour it through the mesh and into you, 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 through the mesh and into you. Mesh is complete. Sending it to recycling, thickening the aura back up, not wanting to leave a thin space in the energy body. And now we'll start to help that soul energy integrate, drawing it through the field. It's like drawing like a wave of water over sand, back and forth until it all finds its own right spot. When energy leaves, we're like crystals. When it shatters out of particular spots. And when it comes back to its own right spot. If we were touching, we would touch. You see, we would draw the energy down her legs. We would draw it down her arms. We would hold her head, hold her feet. Now we're going to ask for this work to be made right, for errors to be corrected. Whew, that was good. Once more, errors to be corrected. something else that's another life. Air is corrected. How much time?
9 minutes.
Okay, well, just very, very quickly. Road, dark, trees, branches, stagecoach. You're on the top. I don't know why you aren't in the bottom. Like in the inside of it, you're on the top of it, and you're like bending down because you're going through branches and you keep getting hit by the branches. I don't know why this is going on. It was going to be fun for you to ride up top, and so your dad said you could ride up top because it was fun. And then something bad started to happen. Somebody is chasing your coach, robbers or something, I don't know. Somebody is chasing your coach, and now the coach has to go fast. Your dad can't stop to get you down off the roof, you understand? And the road has branches over it, and there's bad people behind you. You think you get knocked off. And it's not that you're an orphan, but it's that it's as good as, you see, like you're not with your parents anymore. There we go. That's it. Not with your parents anymore. Let's pop that out also. It's not that they don't try to find you, you understand, it's that the bad people take you. And they don't realize that you're off the roof. You see, they're still going. Nobody knows, and by the time they get there and realize you're off the roof, they turn back around, but it's too late, you see, and the boat, they took you on the boat. But you didn't know all that. You see, all you knew is your parents didn't come for you. Let's pop this out. For all kids, all children who feel abandoned by their parents. And abandonment is something that has many levels, and many children who grew up in their family home feel abandoned by their parents. So for all children, clearing it for all children who have felt abandoned by their parents. Oh, ha! And now they're bringing in soul fragments just by grace. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Okay. What's happening? How do you feel?
Good. With the last one, when you said that we were releasing it, I felt a huge expansion in my chest. There's a balloon there just lifting and lightening it.
Yeah, it's tangible. There's a tangible shift. Could you hear that? She felt an expansion in her chest, like there was a balloon there lifting and lightening. Okay. I think that's it for now. We're going to start to ask for errors to be corrected and perfect, and omissions to be included. Things that were, I got past it. That's the critical point. Things that were done poorly to be done well. Everything done well to be done perfectly. What I'm doing is sweeping the underside of her field, or down the back of her field, because there's a little bumpy stuff there. I can see it. Errors corrected, omissions included, things that were done poorly to be done well. Everything done well to be done perfectly. Perfectly, perfectly, perfectly. I'm asking for Elisa's energy body, Alyssa's, and mine, and the energy of everyone we touch, which is all children who have felt abandoned by their parents, which is a lot of people. Not just current children, but people who in their childhood felt that way. It could be most people on earth, you see? May we all be brought to our perfect frequency and alignment and in harmony with the all that is. May we all be brought to our perfect pitch and alignment and in harmony with the all that is. May we all be brought to our perfect vibration and alignment and in harmony with the all that is. Now we'll start to internalize into skin, soft tissues, muscles, organs, glands, bones, all the cells of the body, all the molecules of the body, all the atoms of the body, starting to ground down, grounding, stabilizing, grounding down, grounding, stabilizing, and separating now. Your energy to you, my energy to me, your energy to you, my energy to me, your energy to you, my energy to me, grounding, stabilizing, separating, setting, noticing again that support from above and below, the ancestral maternal lineage and this ancient maternal support, growing like a vine through you and around you, through us and around us, creating that eternal support flow. Taking the bubble of light we started with, expanding it a million, a billion times over, splitting it into individual bubbles, one for you, one for me, one for everyone we touch, which is probably most people on earth. Taking those bubbles and drawing them down, down, down into the plan, drawing them down into the divine plan, feeling them starting to pop and click into the divine plan, drawing them down and locking them in place in the plan. And we are complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who would like to help the process? Perfect. Friends, any questions?